What's good, folks? It's AMRPHIS here with a new Warframe video, coming at you with an Ashe build video. I'm pretty sure you got a small teaser with my Sepfon video, and you should know that Ashe is the only actual true space ninja within Warframe. So I'm coming at you with 4 insanely fun Ashe builds that you should definitely try out. These builds will be based around his 4 ability augments: Seeking Shuriken, Fatal Teleport, Rising Storm, and Smoke Shadow. I've done my best to fit all these builds in one Ashe, as I like to offer variety when it comes to builds and playstyle. The first build is the Seeking Shuriken Ashe. This is catered to long endurance runs, or anything that really needs 100% armor stripping. It's fast and devastating. I do have an Aura Forma on my Ashe, so this allows me to run whatever I want. The first build, it's almost like an all-rounder setup. I'll be utilizing his first ability along with the augment to fully strip armor. The augment requires you to have 143% power strength to get that 100% armor strip, and it's not a permanent armor strip. It does scale with duration. The ability itself does some mediocre damage that will have enemies bleed over time. Taking a look at the build, I have Swift Momentum in the Aura only for the 6 seconds of combo duration, as I'll be using my melee throughout this build. And Enemy Sense in the Exilus for the 30-meter enemy radar. No need for Vigilante Pursuit, as I will not be using my primary. And the only primary I'll be using is the Daikyu, with the best build you could ask for. And take a look at this build, you can actually move this particular mod anywhere. It doesn't matter. This is literally all you need. Going back, Prime Continuity and Narrow-Minded for the 254% duration. This gives me 20.32 seconds on my Seeking Shuriken, Armor Strip, and Invisibility. Narrow-Minded does kill my range, but Teleport has a base range of 60 meters, and this drops it down to 20, so you aren't missing out on much. Streamline and Flow for the energy pool and efficiency. Ashe has a horrible energy pool. Umbral Intensify for the 44% power strength, giving me 100% armor strip on my Seeking Shuriken. Rolling Guard is a life savior, especially doing high level content. That 3 seconds of invulnerability saves you from status effects, a barrage of attacks from different angles, and allows you to reposition yourself going in and out of invisibility, as bombard rockets can still hit you and track you down even though you're invisible, so this helps you out. And finally, Natural Talent for the increase in casting speed, very helpful to reduce downtime on every action you do, so you can maintain your DPS. Energize for the great energy regen upon pickup, and Strike for the increase in attack speed, which has you dish out a lot more damage with your melee, since this is a melee-centric build. And for the melee I used for this particular build, please refer to my Sepfon video. It will be in the cards and description. Everything you need to know will be shown there, from builds and components. If you missed this part and asked for it in the comment section, well, that's your fault for not paying attention. Now for another build based around his third ability, Teleport. This allows you to port to enemies and even allies. Teleporting to enemies will have them staggered and open for finishers. Also, another good tip, performing finishers will help you build up combo. So if you mod your melee for damage and combo scaling mods, you can achieve some massive damage output. And the augment, Fatal Teleport, has you instantly perform a melee finisher upon teleport with 200% extra damage, and also refunds you 50% of the energy spent upon a kill. The augment damage increase does scale with power, but to be honest, there's no need for that, especially if you mod your melee right. Taking a look at the build, I have Corrosive Projection in the Aura for the armor strip, Enemy Sense in the Exilus, duration at 232% with Prime Continuity, Narrow-Minded, and Constitution. The reason the duration took a little hit is because I have Max Efficiency with Fleeting Expertise and Streamline. This has our abilities costless, and you'll never have to worry about energy. Stretch to increase the teleport range to 47 meters, and finally Rolling Guard and the augments. In the Arcanes, I have Trickery. This will have him become permanently invisible. 15% chance to become invisible for 30 seconds upon a melee finisher kill. And most of the time, I don't even need to use my second ability. And for the melee I use for finishers is the Fragor Prime. Built very simply with raw damage, Blood Rush for the scaling crit chance, as crits also increase the finisher damage, so you'll end up dealing red crit finishers. Attack speed, elements, critical multiplier, finishing touch to increase our finisher damage, and finally body count to maintain the combo. Why am I using the Fragor Prime? Because hammers have the highest finisher damage, so this will guarantee an instant finisher regardless. Alright, speaking of finishers, how about we go even more anime-like and jump into the Blade Storm build. So Blade Storm is the 4th ability where it has you mark enemies for assassination and then unleash an onslaught of murderous finishers, dealing true damage and 100% chance to bleed enemies to death. And the damage scales of power strength, melee equip mods, arcanes, and combo counter. Now with the augment equipped, your shadow clone finishers will increase your combo counter and give you 10 seconds of combo duration. The chance to gain combo scales of power while the duration does not scale of any mods. Taking a look at the build, Swift Momentum and Enemy Sense, the go-to, duration at 183% with the use of Prime Continuity and Constitution, guaranteeing me 14.64 seconds of invisibility, but that doesn't matter as I'll be invisible most of the time thanks to arcane trickery. I avoid narrow-minded because I want my Blade Storm to have enough range, and with base range I can mark enemies within a 50-meter radius, wide enough to murder an entire room full of enemies. I've added Umbral Intensify and Augur Secrets for more power strength. This increases my bleed damage and hits to gain combo, and the final arcane is Fury for the added melee damage. Clean and simple. And for the melee, I'll be using the Fragor Prime with the exact same build you saw previously. Okay, we're at the final build. Perfect for spies, rescues, and even quick exterminate missions. Great for team invisibility. You combine this with a speed vault and both of you will be cruising while invisible. Smokescreen turns you invisible and also staggers enemies around you and have them susceptible to stealth multipliers. And the augment just turns your allies invisible along with you. Taking a look at the build, I have sprint boost, rush, armored agility for the increase in sprint speed, and duration at 183%, which is 14.64 seconds of invisibility, stretch for the range, increasing the smoke shadow radius to 21.7 meters, natural talent for the instantaneous invisibility. You can run Augur Message for the 2 seconds of added duration if you want, but this build feels a lot more comfortable for me. Okay guys, that's it, and these are the 4 Ashe builds for you. Now these builds are all tailored to my playstyle. No one is forcing you to mod like this, so let this be a template on how to mod your Ashe and see what works for your playstyle. And that has been it from me. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe. For more Warframe content, streams, and so much more, do refer to the description. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.